I want to turn now to the coronavirus and the Biden administration's push for a new stimulus package to help Americans through this pandemic. And just a snapshot of where we are. The Labor Department reports employers added just 49,000 jobs last month, barely making a dent in the nearly 10 million jobs lost since the virus changed American life as we know it last March. The January increase followed a loss of 227,000 jobs in December. And while lawmakers work toward passing a COVID relief package, they are also dealing with former President Trump's impeachment trial. And NewsNation's Michael Schur is live for us in Washington, D.C. tonight with that story. Michael.
Marty, good evening to you here in Washington. There's a lot of activity going on this end of Pennsylvania Avenue, but it's far different from what's happening at the White House. As you mentioned, the president has been deeply involved in conversations about his COVID relief bill and speaking to financial experts about how to get the economy moving once again. While at this end, it's been all about the impeachment, though some on Capitol Hill say that that's not exactly how things operate here in Congress, and that in Congress they're able to walk and chew gum at the same time. We went up and took a look at that. Tuesday in Washington was a tale of two cities, a White House consumed by advancing President Biden's COVID relief package, and the U.S. Senate sitting in official judgment of his predecessor. The president saying he was not focused on the impeachment trial.
We've already lost over 450,000 people. We're going to lose a whole lot more if we don't act decisively and quickly.
To that end, the president, along with Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, met this afternoon with several leaders in the financial community on COVID relief.
Come in and talk about the state of the economy, our recovery package. We're going to talk a little bit, God willing, about infrastructure down the road.
But questions linger as to whether the House and particularly the Senate are able to do their jobs amid the distraction of a second Trump impeachment trial.
Look, I think prosecuting President Trump is part of our business, along with fast-tracking COVID relief to struggling families across the country.
Part of that balance is proceeding with confirming the president's cabinet. Today, Neera Tanden, nominated to head the Office of Management and Budget, answered for some of her past public remarks.
I do think the last several years have been very polarizing, and I apologize for my language that has contributed to that.
Kansas Republican Senator Roger Marshall thinks it's all a distraction.
That this impeachment is causing us to not do our job up here. It's driving the temperature up, and it's taking our eye off the ball.
On the House side of the Capitol, it was business, or at least virtual business, as usual. California Democrat Salud Carbajal chairing a transportation subcommittee hearing. Has it been a distraction having that go on while you're trying to get the business of COVID relief and whatnot pushed through?
No, I think the nature of Congress is we have a lot of balls in the air, a lot of different things and hearings happening at one time, and certainly for me, today, having this hearing just highlights that.
The week will see impeachment every day and more hearings as well. A lot of juggling in Washington.
Michael, it does seem like Republicans and Democrats have a lot to disagree on. You covered it all: impeachment, COVID relief. Is there consensus on anything on the Hill tonight?
It's a great question, Marty. As we move forward, this is going to be the theme, at least of the first year of the Biden presidency. Can he deliver on that promise? And so the early place to look are the confirmations to his cabinet, right? 7 already confirmed by overwhelming majorities, with the exception of Alejandro Mayorkas at Homeland Security, who got 43 no votes. Everyone else has really sailed through. Just to let you know, Mitch McConnell confirming all 7 of them. So there is some comity there between the two sides. Then you look at Mitt Romney, who yesterday presented and talked about a child tax credit for COVID, up to $3,000 per child between 6 and 17 years old, coming to the side of the Democrats there, finding middle ground on COVID relief there. Terribly important. One thing we need to remember, too, Joe Biden, a creature of the Senate. He was there 36 years. The Senate is a place that alleges, at the very least, that they can work together and find common ground on either side. Now, Joe Biden has said he'll either go big or go bipartisan here. It looks like he's going big on COVID relief. Watch this space, though, on infrastructure and other subjects, and then we'll be able to better tell. Marnie?
A lot to keep an eye on. We'll cover the disagreements, but we'll happily cover when they agree. Michael, appreciate your time and your reporting from D.C. tonight. Thank you. Rob.